I've climbed the mountains in Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between. Fell in love in Minnesota, and fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me, and Washington will always be begging for a piece of me to stay. Maybe some things never change, but I wanna know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay, I want someone to take up my time and miss me when I go.
Humans, we're very intrigued by, finding our tribe. Living the lifestyle that we live is against the grain. It's not really the norm. To me, it's the gathering of like-minded people that are nomads. They come together in their mobile houses, which are their Sprinter vans, their Volkswagen vans, or their American vans like this, and they're coming together as a community to hang out, exchange ideas, and just kind of check in. And yeah, it's a community gathering of nomads.
What's to send? They're like, oh, it's a whole bunch of people that look like your guys' van, so you should go hang out. And then we showed up at 9 o'clock at night, and we're like, I don't see anything. And then the next morning, it was just like, oh my God, like heaven and buses.
Descent last year kind of changed our van life. It was really an eye-opening experience.
All different kinds of rigs, from you got synchros out the wazoo, and Toyotas and trucks and vans and everything.
It's just like a hectic camp out.
'Cause I have traveled across this country wide, and I feel there must be something more to find.
The first year, it was pitched to me as, hey honey, we're going down to Oregon. We're gonna meet up with a bunch of people in the woods. They've got vans and families. I haven't met them, but they're gonna be cool. So I guess in my mind it was, okay, it kind of goes against everything that you would think is normal, but in a sense that you are meeting a bunch of strangers in the woods where you won't have cell phone service, and I'm taking my kids, and what is that all about? And it sounds so creepy. But we went, and we met these other families and these other folks who have a passion for the outdoors, have a passion for these vehicles, and just were instantly, you knew that you were going to be friends with these people for the rest of your life. At his school, he always had a celebration for like the 100th day, and so for his 100th day of school, they did like a picture. It's like, when I'm 100, I will be doing da 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 da. So he wrote, when I'm 100, I will find my wife. I will
have all the animals.
Have all the animals. And what was the last one?
And I will see everything.
Yeah.
As long as the vans both start.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. That one went up for you.
My name's Ryan. I guess I'm sort of at the helm of Descend on Bend, and hundreds of people, possibly thousands this year, have gathered annually in the Oregon outback and just come together to get ready for winter and talk about the year. It's just a place for people to be human. I guess, make connections. This year we had to bring 3 vehicles down, like get like all the vehicles loaded and ready, and then I drive down from the Olympic Peninsula in Washington. So I shoot down to Salem and go to Dave's shop. He's a fabricator, and I just bounce things off of Dave for like hours and days. It feels like this year we got in, it was 3 a.m. and then Mike rolls in with his truck at 6 a.m. The new tradition is omelets, chili verde omelets at the Pancake House in Salem. We hit that with the trailer on Mike's truck, 550 loaded up, my truck, multiple other vans just rolling down to help. And then we spend Saturday ripping back and forth over Santiam Pass, bringing stuff to the location, dropping it, another trip back. And this whole time we're living out of vans and camping and unloading and working, and I'm just here and bouncing back and forth. I mean, it's insane. Feels like a pinball machine, and I'm just in it, bouncing around, you know. It doesn't stress me out until the week of, like, once we're at the spot, it's like everything you did just worked on all year to get in, and just everything comes to a head, and just the constant, like, just glued to the phone, doing emails, getting quotes, like calling companies, trying to get everything there, organized, just gauging what you need is really difficult.
When you have 1,000 people come out to one spot, there's just a lot of considerations that have to be made in advance, or else stuff won't get taken care of.
The week before gets pretty stressful, but I have a lot of good friends who make that week before happen. Like hunting scenes.
It wasn't unreal. It was the numbers for all the panels into his CAD program, and he cut it out perfect.
Yeah, so I'm trying to
see if we can get the timber. Cannot get enough of that. Yeah.
So now we're on our way out to the Oregon Outback, headed to the new spot. We've done a couple drops, got loads of stuff out there already. Be 3 vans deep today. We'll stay at the hole tonight and just do like a lot of land prep work, get firewood ready. We're clearing a couple trees out that could potentially fall and kill people. So we'll turn that into firewood, just get the area ready, teepee setup, loads of stuff. Just try to get the ball rolling for the madness that's going to ensue.
I don't know. You got the list, I think. So, what do you think, dude? You guys in? Sick.
And then, Dennis, are we? We're okay. When everybody comes, we're okay to come in this main gate.
Yep.
Come down here.
Yep.
And then go. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure.
We'll have to get some kind of flagging, or
Oh yeah, we'll have people on the ground telling people where to go and all that.
you just 50-gallon barrels of arrows.
I don't think they have any real concept of how many people are coming. That's for sure. I called him the other day when we were heading over the pass, and I was like, "Hey, Dennis, you ready for the biggest party of your life?" And he said, "Well, no, no, I'm not." I don't know. He said just make it happen. I'm thinking like right up here a little bit, like at the tree. and then take them around the outside. Anything's better than the road we went on, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll go follow you.
So this will be the road in, wherever we pick to drive through this sagebrush. This looks like a good spot as any.
It really was just a little comment that Ryan had hashtagged Vandigan Life of him videoing up a section, rubbing his wheel. And then I hashtagged it Pacific Northwest Fest, and Ryan immediately responded at Vandigan Life, at Bo Baumgartner, at Matt 63 mile per hour, Descend on Bend. So literally rolled in the first night late, and the first time we ever met, other than corresponding text message and email, was at a campfire up the road here, about 1/8 of a mile. I felt like I knew him for, 15 years, like he was the brother that was just in another state.
Ryan is a giver. He loves to give of his time. He loves to see people enjoy themselves, and I think that's just one of his greatest qualities. And he will remember Johnny's best friend, George, that he met 3 years ago one time, and remembers his dog's name and his entire story. And I think that's really been one of the driving things for Ryan to continue with Descend, because, he loves to bring people together.
He knows everybody, and once he meets you, he'll never forget you. He's the guy that brings everyone together.
Stoked to have him in my life, honestly. He's what keeps this thing moving.
All that, everything out there, Descend on Bend this year. This started with a desire to make real human connections, I guess, with people we felt like we knew online, on Instagram, just felt like, we call them pixelated pen pals, so we tried to make that like a real connection. And yeah, that first year was just 18 vans full of people, and they were all so stoked that all they wanted to talk about was coming back the next year. Second year was kind of like a moment. I mean, we didn't know, we had nothing going on online, we had no way to track anything, and the second year, 107 vans rolled in, and we were like, wow, I guess this is like a thing, It's a lot of vans, a lot of people, hundreds of people. Yeah, they just all want to keep coming back and doing it every year. 4 years ago, 18 vans and almost 40 people got together, and now there's a lot more friends.
Isn't that a trip? I got this far, I'm just like, I have to get a picture of this. Come out here, my phone dies. Right as I push the button.
That ladder so much. Keep calling on.
You did measure this, right?
I did.
I was thinking about that this morning. Perfect. Paracord. Yep.
So it just fit this, and then we could have just lag bolted it.
Screwed it, yeah.
But
I had that thought. That's why I bought screws. Put some screws in it.
Do you have some washers on the top, and we just tie the ends off? That would be actually probably a great idea.
Washers?
Yeah, so for your screws, so we can go through the eyelets.
Oh, no, I don't have any washers.
Or maybe ask Dennis. You only need 10.
Screw it in. easier to ask forgiveness than permission. It's wild. Every year they turn up. I mean, Dave helped us find the spot where we meet and everything the first year with our other friend Bo. The man hauls multiple loads in his giant truck over the mountain to get 35-foot teepee poles here, the world's biggest Santa Maria grill. Like, he just doesn't stop giving of himself, you know, every year.
I think we all kind of hold our own little details in what we bring together here. Creative chaos, I guess, is what was a good term for it. Ryan comes up with a concept, we'll brainwash it, and then we just make it happen. Usually it's last minute, spur of the moment. The joke is I never sleep, which is probably pretty accurate, so things tend to get done maybe a little quicker. The fact that I'm not laying in bed. Gene literally does all the logistics behind it. He's the man behind the curtain. Ryan's literally the face. You know, a lot of people don't know Gene, but he literally emails, ordering everything. You know, we give input, but he's a really good guy to have because I pretty much think that, you know, I don't have the time, and both of us aren't very good with technology, so it's one of those things we'd be completely lost, and we probably only have 20 vans out here still.
Ryan never had an email address, so I was like, well, just make an email address and then set him up with a website. And our buddy Gary helped us a lot with that too. I don't know, I guess it was just a lot of people coming together from all over, just like wanting to contribute.
I don't even ask, and they just keep pouring out blessings, you know? It's just incredible, it blows my mind.
We have a problem.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I tried to put the sign, it ripped in half. Put it up there. It's like, I pulled it too tight.
The banner?
Yeah.
That's a very small problem, dude. I thought the archway fell down or something.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to say, is that the one side's like, we're good.
Right there looks good, Dave. With some duct tape, all right? Not with the morning we've had, please. Come on. Anyway.
We're good. We're set. It's officially on. It's
right.
Yeah, we're good.
We're gonna park these guys.
All right. You need help? What do you want me to do? Yeah. All right. Sure. Yes. Teepee came about because we stayed at buddy Gary's place, and he's like, oh yeah, my neighbor over there's got a couple, has a teepee a couple doors down. So we went over there and sat in it, and it's kind of like the whole grill thing. You know, we were sitting there drinking coffee, and I look over at Ryan, and Ryan looks at me and is just like, yeah, I know. Like, we have to have a teepee. Literally on our way out to here to start clearing land and getting things prepped, I was on Craigslist looking and happened to find one in Eugene and sent the guy an email. And following weekend, I was tearing down a 26-foot teepee.
but going good. Yeah, it's just mostly just getting rid of all the sticks people stub their toes on and stuff, but hopefully people bring some boots. It's a camp out in the outback. But yeah, no, we're doing great on time actually right now. Benches over there that we're gonna bring around the campfire. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of this on here.
Yeah, boy.
We were on private land this year, which has allowed us to do a lot of things we've not been able to do before, including having a giant fire. In preparation, land prep this year, we had to fall a bunch of trees that were dead and could potentially fall on us. We've been limbing and bucking and piling these things up just massively since 3 weeks ago. And he got the permission and the okay to go ahead and, you know, do the brush burn of the giant thing, and everybody wanted to light it on fire as like a welcome, like giant mega fire. I was like, no man, this is the size of a Westphalia. You know, just the wood was piled 20 feet high. We had like everything was good to go, and we lit the thing on fire in just the right spot for the wind, and it was just perfect. And then like the center of the fire lit, and it was just, I was terrified. I mean, I thought I was going to jail. The logs we set up around it as like sort of a border for the fire and places for people to sit, trees, just fallen trees, literally spontaneously, like it just combusted from the heat.
Ryan, how the hell are we gonna tow it?
Yeah, throwing dirt on trees on the ground, and like this is all 6 feet.
Honestly, right, just let him have that
brush.
one. What? Yeah, come on. You gotta let it happen. Yeah. Dude, you guys get water first. Drink. God.
Oh, the dirt.
Can you walk around behind there with Dan and just see if you see anything smoking?
It's burned into my arm.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just let them smoke and then we'll roll them over onto themselves.
Yeah. I can't believe that one didn't like it.
The one was like 6 inches from the pile. Dude, this saved my life.
I would say potentially,
I would have had no beer.
You know, we were probably 5 minutes away from no descend on Bend. Later that night, we were eating dinner, and Ryan's like, okay, so he's like, between 1 and 10, he goes, how scary was that? And I'm like, I said, I don't know, 7.5. And he's all, bullshit, that was like 11, you know, and just freaking out. But because it would have caught those other 2 big piles, and then all the 8 cords of wood that we had and trees. And so, yeah, you know, happy accident. It worked out great. It was an epic fire pit.
You know, right. Hey, we didn't burn forest.
No, we didn't.
I feel like I only burned that.
It's officially morning on the day 1 officially, and it's gonna be pretty rad because all of these vans are literally in one amazing gravy train going to go to our favorite little secret spot. So yeah, I can't believe I'm here at Descend finally, after knowing about this thing for years. and I'm gonna witness something that should be completely unique.
Definitely the most stressful part, I think, is like that first day, just seeing a line of vans coming through. It's like, God, what have we done? What have we done?
My favorite thing is seeing the different variety of people that come out. You know, this has never been a Vanagon or Volkswagen specific. From day one, you know, yes, we all met because it was a Volkswagen Vanagon, you know, and Vanagon Life. But the fact that we never like, no, it's always open to any vehicle, because all we care about is if you come out and camp and adventure. So it's really cool to be able to walk around and see, you have your full-timers, you have like part-timers, you have professional, you know, running their business out of it. So it's really neat just to see the different demographic, the sense of community. It's really nice. It's just a big old-fashioned camp out, and I don't know, it's grown to be festival status, I guess, at this point. So it's really cool.
We're gonna expand a little bit, but I think this is our home.
I died and went to van heaven.
Buried that time.
Everybody here is like instantly family, because you automatically have like 90% in common because you have a van and you live in it.
Oh, Descent. Look at all the great people and the great rigs just randomly coming together. It's just a bunch of random people and they mesh so well. So it's always enjoyable just having strangers get along like that.
Oh, this guy, man. Yeah.
Everyone's so happy and friendly here. It's awesome.
I drove 5,200 kilometers to get here. So many people with the same sort of ideas, you know?
My favorite thing about Descend on Ben is the community and having the opportunity to serve. And it's just a great opportunity to be out, meet new people. It's just great.
tell people we're on island time in the high desert. So to take everything on the activity board for the day and put an ISH behind it, you know, we'll get there at 6-ish, 7-ish. So, I mean, there couldn't be a more flexible group of people. Tina did like ladies cocktail craft hour this year in the teepee, and just it's nice to insert things and see people, you know, respond to those and really enjoy the stuff we can sort of provide. I feel like it's not, we don't do it to entertain people, but it's just a nice way, you know, like you said, to make those connections and bring it all together.
Go. Where's Michael? Hand. Okay, I'm gonna jump in with you guys. We're gonna pick up one person, then we'll go out.
I'm like, am I in the way? We had an electrical fire right here. Yes, I did. Yeah, our entire cabin filled with smoke. So I had like my dash lights fry out on me like a couple weeks ago and killed the switch.
Our second night there, we were hanging out and everyone's like, dude, let's bring out our drums. And so I got out toms and floor toms and hand drums, and then we sat down together, and there was people that had messaged me that was like, oh man, I would love to learn, but I don't have any rhythm. And so I got everybody going together and said, here, you do this and you do this, and then we just all had an awesome jam. And then we kind of summoned almost the entire Descend on Bend, man. People were coming and dancing, and that's the great thing about drums. That's been my purpose and my mission of Beats from the Core, is to, you know, bring people together. The Rhythm Club, you did that was great.
Oh, we're catching up. We're just out of bacon, so good to go. I cook what we got, don't mix anymore. Michael, maybe a little more. Drink kombucha.
By this time, I'm so overwhelmed by people's just kindness and generosity, like barely operate. You know. Everyone brings stuff to give, you know, especially of themselves, you know, time, talent, treasures, like we get it all, and like Yeah, it's heavy. I'm not cooking breakfast right now, but somebody is, and everybody's gonna get it, you know?
It is something the kids look forward to so much every single year. And they have their buddies there that the same thing, that they're very good friends, but they know they probably won't see them for a whole nother year until the next descent. Yeah. I'm really excited to see how much they look forward to it. And I mean, they can literally just be entertained and having the greatest time climbing on trees and throwing rocks, and
they move in a herd. Like it's a herd mentality takes over the kids, and you're like, that's 48 children just like moving like gazelle. Like it's just the wildest thing to watch them float through camp. It's so funny.
Let's see who wins. 2-1-8-3-5. Caleb. I want to give you some smoked fish. Brandon. 2291.
We have great friends that we haven't seen since last year until they got back here, you know. Yeah, I think humans being is kind of what it's all about. Yeah, Saturday night that's where like the majority of the effort goes. So we had 3 bands playing, just huge bonfires everywhere, and yeah, just general excellent time. Loads of music, food, great people.
And I'm sure that you do. And head to the country for a minute or two. Thank you.
Like, did we? What? Alex, that's right. I hung around with Scott Shelley a lot of time. The tortilla.
Second.
Yeah, 2 last things. It's gonna be third for me. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Take a
I don't know what to say, but I know what to do.
I guess that's what all this is all about. You know, people think it's about the vans, but it's really about the people.
All these people that we've met on the road have really like inspired us to think differently, that we don't have to necessarily pursue the same like 9-to-5 rat race. And we've always thought that way, but we've never really met anyone else that thinks that way. So being exposed to this community has inspired us to look at life a little bit differently. It's not just about how much money you make or, you know, what you have, but what you do and how you live.
Realizing that, okay, we are crazy, but there are other crazy ones like us doing this, so we're fine. You know, this is good.
It seems everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's stoked about it.
Descend on Ben is really special.
The coolest people I've ever met in my life. I love this whole thing.
Being able to see that people can connect in this way in an age of the internet and social media, and being disconnected. Seeing that grow has been immense. I've made so many friendships here, and every year we come out, it just feels like a big family.
The whole reason why we do this is we thrive on connection and discovery and adventure, and you're instantly connected on that level. And
but, you know, you see what kind of vehicles are out here, and the people that own them, all different walks of life. You have people that are full-time van lifers, and you got weekend warriors, you got, you know, everything in between.
You've got young people who are just coming out of, you know, high school or college, and they bought a van and they're excited for adventure and they don't know what's next. And you've got people who have had van for 30, 40 years, who have traveled the world and are full of stories, who pour into these younger people and share stories and give tips and along the way. And you know, you meet families and couples, and it's just, everybody has a different story. And I feel like that has kind of been what it's become, that people who usually we don't see each other for a whole year get back together and share stories.
They're like, how did you do that? Like, how did you do this? It was, how did it get to be this big? And I said, because of you. You know, I didn't do it. I hate hashtags. I like hash browns, but I'm not pushing this stuff, you know, on the internet. The internet is not where I want to be. I want to be here with people.
Ruby, she was made for going west, did not protest my wandering ways. Ruby, she was pretty as they come, 28 years
to see people
young.
make those connections and then go from here and take it so far beyond like just meeting someone, you know. I mean, people after this will have post camp and they'll travel thousands of miles and climb and do all these things together, and there's like a lifelong real connection, and it's powerful.
Last year after Descend on Ben, Naomi and Dustin parked right behind me and Ryan, and we didn't even talk with them the whole weekend until the last day, and then
a bunch of people who were living in their vans full time, didn't really know where to go.
We had no real destination.
Yeah, so we all kind of looked at each other and we're like, should we stay another night? And yeah, I don't know. It's like where we became super close friends with a bunch of people, and like, now we still caravan. We're just like planning on it. Like, yeah, you're gonna be there, right?
It's just understood that
Yeah.
after an event, we just all get in our vans and follow each other from place to place for a whole week until we get sick of each other, and then we go separate ways.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
I guess.
and I think we get to travel together. Like, it's
Yeah,
a huge thing
that's
to build a
huge.
relationship when you travel with someone.
I had known the place before, but that's what Ruby soon became. Ruby, she wasn't good at going fast, and the patience that I lacked, I learned to grow. 'Cause Ruby had a way of breaking down, leaving me out there on the road. But she gave me shelter on the coldest nights, shaded me on summer days. So as we traveled across the countrywide, Ruby set the pace. Ruby could be fickle and unfit, good as I would get at times. Ruby was the closest thing to home I'll ever know in this life. But Ruby hit that California sand and slipped right through my hands eventually. Ruby, I guess I knew it all the time. She was never